What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Matt of Pig and Matt here. So, I'm still waiting on a couple cards in the mail to play some newer decks, but this weekend I decided to throw something together that I had wanted to test for a while. I just hadn't gotten around to it. But this weekend I decided to do so, and it was fun. Still need some work, but I figure since I got other projects coming up, I might as well give you guys some content by showing you this neat deck I was playing this weekend. So the title should say it all, but this next part, we'll just get into the nitty gritty of the deck profile. And again, I don't really have a tripod to do the cards, so you're just going to have to deal with a fanned out view. So let's go back to BS and show you guys the deck profile. Evolsaur Snake-eye, or I guess Snake-eye with a small Evolsaur package. I don't know. Semantics aside, the reason I decided to combine these two packages is because while there is a more straightforward, pure Evolsaur deck that does exist on this channel, which you guys can watch, just go through the videos, you'll find it. I kind of wanted to because Konami gave me a foil upgrade of this, I just decided to try to test a version of it that was using the Snake-eyes. Because if you've played pure Evols, you know it folds to a lot of hand traps. So what you can do is take the best cards, or at least the more consistent ones that do one very good play, and combine it with something that's really, really good. Theoretically, that would make this better, but to be honest, sometimes it kind of made this feel worse or something along those lines. But I digress. I wanted to play this, so I did. So let's show you guys the core of the Evolsaur Snake-eye deck, and I'll do the hand traps and then the extra deck. So let's start this up. First off, the whole deck is 46 cards because there's a lot of bricks in here that you don't want to draw. So I'm just going to get that out the way. And yeah. Alright, so we'll do the Evols package because that's the thing that really matters. So it's pretty simple. 8 cards. 2 Lyles, Mega Carrella, Singularity, Adamodorn, Ultimate Conductor, Tyranno, Miscellaneous Aerosaurus, Double Evolution Pill. The reason you play this package is because it does a really simple thing. This is a level 1 fire. This tributes itself, sends a card in hand to the graveyard, summons this from deck. On summon, it sets this. This card essentially cheats out your Lars from your extra deck. So you need are these two in the graveyard, and you're golden. And when this is summoned via the effect of a fire monster, so this guy, or technically Promethean Princess, generally what you can do is you could send the Miscellaneous Aerosaurus, because usually when you're doing the combo to set up, you'll probably have more than 2 monsters on board to manipulate the level, so you could technically make a Dolka on top of your plays to insulate, which is real nice. And the Misk sends the Adamodorn, or summons the Adamodorn. Adamodorn pops something, gets you your pill, gets you a UCT, so your end board has another form of interruption and an absolutely heinously huge body. So yeah, so it's really small, compact, and all these cards function to do one task, which is to make your end board better. And in order to kind of make the overall deck a little stronger and increase its ceiling, you of course play one of the best, sub-engines in the history of the game, in the form of Snake-eye. Even with Ash and Popular at 1, they're still broken cards. And since your deck count is really high, it's pretty easy to not brick on the Popular, but even if you've hard drawn it, you can still do plays. Go over the engine and then talk about some cards of note. The package is now 2 Oak, 1 Popular, and an Ash. 3D Evolsaur, the Black Witch. You really don't need to play 3. You could cut this down to 1 if you want. I just decided to play 3 because you kind of want to see it to get things going. But unfortunately, your Lone Fire guy requires discarding from hand. So sometimes the sending cards from your hand part that you can do to summon her can be a bit resource intensive, but that's whatever. 1 Flambage, 1 of the Snake-eyes Deck. Played 2 copies of the level 1 special from deck card, because this one's pretty good to draw and then have popular search this. I think that just makes a better board because putting this guy in rotation is really nice. Of course, you got the 3 wanteds to search her, 3 bonfire to search usually popular actually, so you can summon it and do your plays. Then your 1-for-1 is kind of the last means to do your engine. Now, when I was playing this deck today, I will like to make note that this guy in particular was really good because he's an extra body, and more importantly, Laios can turn him into a level 4 dinosaur, which is super neat because then you can either pop it off the Adamodorn or you can use it for an Exceed play. But yeah, so here's the essential core of Snake-eyes Evol. So let's show you the rest of the deck. Alright, so first weekend, new set drop. You have absolutely no idea what to really run in the deck. So I just kind of threw a bunch of random stuff because I needed to get the card count up so I could hopefully not draw the bricks. But essentially, I still think at the beginning of every format, you're going to do triple Nib, triple Ash, triple Imperm. They're kind of the 3 best hand traps ever made, in a sense. And because they're the most prominent ones, you know, usually we'll probably have them crossouts to call these, as well as the called by to usually stop most things. And I just did 1 talents, just kind of as my main package for like hand trap interruption deals. These other cards are just kind of random. Droll can hurt, so it's a crossout target. This was just a crossout target. DD Crow I wanted to test and have as a crossout target for the off chance somebody decided to be cute. I'm increasingly more and more disappointed with this card, but at the same time, it is pretty good. And, you know, it's a crossout target at worst. And Karakura Diva Carte is only in here because it's level 1 fire monster I can search off of Ash. So, yeah. And the very last card in the whole deck was Monster Reborn because I just thought it'd be funny to play it. But it didn't really come up. So there's like your hand trap defensive portion. This part, I just recommend that you experiment, change around, and do better than I did. Alright, so now on the extra deck. So, before mentioned, the reason you play Evols. So you can make 2 fantastic boss monsters. You got Divine Rathosaurus here, and you got Lars. Lars is the homie. I love this card. And he gets 2 negates when you have a reptile and a dino as his materials. That is absolutely phenomenal. And I wanted every excuse to abuse that. And I did. And these 2 cards, when you make them, they're fantastic. So now to the rest of the extra deck. Pretty staple. Early, it's kind of worthless, but I wanted a generic Fire Link 2 to go into for the off chance that I had to. IPSP, of course. Promethean. You know, that's why you play that. There's a unicorn in here for some reason. I guess it's just a holdover from when I didn't have Little Knight. And I'm stuck just mentally having to play this card. The ship, your OTK enablers, and then an Underworld Goddess because it helps you out everything. So yeah, that's the extra deck. Now let's go on to some final thoughts. So overall, there you have it. My Snake-eyes Evolsaur deck profile. To be honest with you, I think the deck still needs a lot of work, but is very fun to play. And you can build a crazy-ass board, you know, out of the blue with these cards that people are like, what the fuck is this? And I got Ultras, so I just had to play them. Of course I did. So yeah, if you're interested in doing something with this deck, comment down below some changes you would make, or if you've been playing it, you know, stuff that you think is good. And yeah, there should hopefully be some, like, profiles coming up that are like actually relevant to the set that just dropped because multiple decks got new support. Of course, I want to play and test them, but I'm still waiting on a few cards. So yeah, deck's fun. You should give this one a try if you can. Otherwise, just comment and tell me what you think you want to see me try and play. But yeah, this is Meh, Pig and Meh, signing out.